Everybody, it's Constance with Charming Custom Crafts, and I apologize for my little comment last night, but I get really tired of people being critical when they don't do videos themselves. If they do, then I can take the criticism. But I've been kind of emotional because I have a lot of stuff going on with me. But I wanted to teach you guys something, and I'm not going to always do this for the Christmas in July because the idea is to give you ideas. And that's basically what I do. I don't mind teaching, but at the same time, as you know, I try to get people to think outside the box. And interesting enough, I came up with an idea that's kind of a box. But we got a theme kind of going for Christmas, and again, I'm trying to inspire. And it's not purposely how we've come up with a theme, but I wanted to show you my little bag, my little basket full, full of goodies that would be great up on a mantle or for decorations around the house, let alone making a bunch of these for kids' classrooms and putting in a lot of good goodies. And let me tell you something, this is pretty sturdy, guys. So is the handle. So, and there's nothing but tape and paper and a little hot glue. So I'm going to show you how we're going to make that. You're going to start with a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and you're actually going to go ahead and cut it down to a 9 by 9 sheet. You could stick with the 12 by 12 if you want a bigger one. That's a 3-inch basket, which is fine. If you want to do a 4-inch, you can. I think it's better at 3 inches because you don't want to go too large. But I went ahead and I cut a 9 by 9, and then you're going to take your scoreboard, of course, and you're going to score it at every 3 inches. And I'm just going to score this one because I have one ready. So you're gonna set it. This is a Martha Stewart scoreboard. You don't have to have a scoreboard, but I highly recommend that you invest into one. Saves a lot of time and aggravation. So you're just going to flip it and do, again at the, that's not coming out right. I'll get that later. At the 3 and 6, and you just flip it. So you've got that, and what you do is you're going to go ahead and cut it and bone fold it to where you're like this. When I get done, I'm actually going to have 4 of them for samples. But you're going to go ahead and do the basic taping. And I tried this video once, and to get the taping done and cut it and everything took me a while, so I had to set and pre-prep and redo the video for the 3rd time. Again, you guys, you'll have no clue how long it takes to put a video together. It could take me an hour to get the right video to be able to show you in the short amount of time that I have. Because I really do try not to go over a 10-minute video. This will take you maybe 15 minutes to make. If you're a little more particular, maybe 20. But this is great even for kids in the classroom. So I'm going to set this aside for now. You're going to take one of the 12-inch strips. This is why I said that you need a 12 by 12, and this way you stick to 1 sheet of paper per box, and you're going to cut it down to a 6 by 6 or 6 by 3, and again you're going to score, and I think I said we weren't going to use a scoreboard, but we would. Sorry, I'm not sure, I just go on talking sometimes. And then you're going to score it at 1 and 2. If it's a little off, it's okay, it's going to play in your favor. You're going to bone fold it over and tape it down to make yourself a sandwich 3-layer piece of paper. Now, I'm going to teach you how to do the handle. When you're doing the handle, to get that roundness, just start rolling just slowly. Flip it over and roll it. And then keep rolling it. So you can see it's starting to roll on the other side. Don't use anything but your fingers because otherwise it might tear the paper. So there you go, you got that. We're going to start putting this thing together. And for extra purposes, I'm going to put a little extra on one side here. And I'm going to go ahead and throw on a little bit of extra tape here at 1 inch up on the handle. That's going to help back that part. And don't worry about if we're laying it down flat, it will converge back into that handle that we want. So we're going to start putting the box together, and I'm going to put a handle right here, and you can see why I put tape on it. I think I got it right. Nope, I still put it in the wrong spot. Okay, here we go right here. Again, it's good for me to make mistakes and show you guys sometimes so that you guys don't. Not that I haven't already made it before, but when you're in a hurry on a video and I'm lining it up, smoothing it out. Don't worry about that edge. You can trim it up. Plus with the faux fur, you're going to be able to hide that. So I wouldn't worry too much about perfection. So we got the two sides in. Now I'm going to put, see, knowing that this is going to fold in, I need to put extra tape right here. So I'm going to put extra tape for that handle, and the handle already has extra tape here. So I'm going to pull this in just ever so slightly and start to smash it down here, leaving my thumb in the way of where the handle is going to go. And I'm going to put that handle in about 1 inch down and hold it slightly and close it up. So now your handle's on, and then we're going to pull this piece in. Of course, I think you guys know how to do a basic box. So, actually I was taught how to do basic boxes like this in kindergarten, and I've never forgot. There's also a way to do a flip top. Now, this was before Martha Stewart and scoreboards and Cricut. So, now me, I'm going to probably trim a little bit real quick. I love my little Cricut scissors, but I have scissors all over my craft room. You'll see that. I'm trying to get to show you my new craft room. I got a much larger room, and it's great, but when you have to spread out and reorganize, it's not all that easy. And it doesn't look bad, it's just I want to make sure it looks good when I show you, because I'm anal about organizing. Okay, so we've got that. You're going to take a 12-inch strip, if I can find it. Did it fall? Hello? Okay, wait a minute, there it is. 12-inch strip. Black paper, and I use this off my scrap, and I love the texture side. It looks like a belt. We're going to go in, it's a 12 by 1 inch strip. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tape both sides. This is your belt. It comes out super cool. And I put the buckle in the front here. So I'm going to go about midway down. And you'll see why I'm doing midway down. And I'm smashing as we go. You could score this if you want to, but I would suggest just going with it. And before you get to that final edge on the other side, make sure you're starting to line it up, because I made that mistake on the first one, to where the buckle is somewhat close. It's okay if it's not perfectly, and where you're going to see it, because we're going to put the buckle on it. You just want to try to line up the belt. And of course you can go in and you can smooth that out a little bit on the edges. So the belt is on. Now what I did is I took my scrap gold, and this is how you make the perfect buckle. I had somebody ask me the other day, and I did, since the belt is 1 inch, I'm going to 1.5 inch. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it at 1.5 inch. It's going to be 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch. You want to go just slightly larger, just like you would in cards if you want to see just a barely, a little rim to it. So now I have a 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch strip, or square for that matter. I'm going to take my 1 inch for quicker purposes, 1 inch square from Creative Memories, and I'm going to cut or punch one 1 inch square. So if you can see, there's the perfect buckle. We're going to go ahead and put the perfect buckle on. Great little ways to come up with. I'm going to put the nicer side out. Put a little bit of tape on. And we're going to make it. I know we're going to make it. Put the buckle on as centered as you can get it. Go ahead, make sure the texture side is out on your little scrap piece. 1 by 1 square. Okay. So we've got that part done. Let's get to the hot glue gun. That was me setting up. So we're going to hot glue this. And I started an edge. And put what you'd like on it. Don't worry about the spider webs until the end, guys. Hold it in real tight. You may want to take your time a little bit. Put it on. Don't stop, just keep going. You can go back and you can fix it. Or take your time. I'm doing it for faster purposes because of the video. Trying to get it all in within 10 minutes. And again, I really try to stick to the 10-minute line. Okay. Now that it's on there, find my corner here and we're going to snip it off. There we go.